Hi, I'm Shehee. I have been a missionary in Africa for the last 13 years and helped start a ministry called Send56. And today I want to tell you a story about Cecilia. Cecilia is part of a tribe called the Toposa, and they are in a remote part of South Sudan. And they have a reputation of being a pretty rough bunch. They are semi-nomadic herdsmen, so they kind of live in the bush. And they've been in civil war as long as anybody can remember. So as a result, a lot of the people are armed and dangerous. And we sent one of our Ugandan missionaries named Simon Peter to live among the Toposa. And he made friends with Cecilia. And one day he sees Cecilia marching through the village holding a big machine gun. And he runs up to her and says, "Cecilia, what are you doing?" And she says, "Get out of my way. I'm on my way to the home of my husband's brother, and I'm gonna shoot him and kill him." And suddenly, the boldness of the Holy Spirit falls on Simon Peter, and he faces down this woman holding a machine gun, and he preaches the gospel to her. And he says, "Do you not know that murder is a sin against the Lord?" And when he says that, the Holy Spirit pierces her heart and cuts her to the quick. And she falls to her knees under the weight of conviction right there in the middle of the village, throws her gun down and begins weeping. And Simon Peter leads her to the Lord. Now it's about 5 years later, and Cecilia is filled with the joy of the Lord. She's on the praise and worship team at the church that Simon Peter founded, and she is leading the children's ministry. It's just an amazing picture of Romans chapter 10 in action. It says in Romans 10, faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of Christ. And that day, Cecilia heard the word and believed. And it says, anyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. And she called on the name of the Lord that day and experienced salvation that has changed her life forever. But it goes on to ask the question, how can someone like Cecilia hear unless someone like Simon Peter preaches to her? And how can someone like Simon Peter preach to her unless he goes, unless he travels 500 miles from Uganda to South Sudan, 2 countries away, vastly different language, religion, geography, way of life. But unless he goes there and preaches to her, she will never have access to the gospel. And then it asks the question, how can someone like Simon Peter go unless he is sent? Every goer like him needs a team of senders behind him who are willing to contribute financially so that he can go and stay there long term, and who are willing to cover him in prayer. And that's where you come in. We want to see the goers like Simon Peter in Africa connected with the senders like you. There are still 985 tribes across Africa, just like the Toposa, that have little to no access to the gospel. But here's the good news. You've already managed to send 57 African missionaries to live in their midst and engage them with the gospel, although 27 of them are not yet fully funded. And you've trained 12 new missionaries who've already graduated our 2-year Bible college, and they're just waiting for your sponsorships to come in so that they can go out to new locations in 2022. $17,500 per month in reoccurring monthly donations is what it's going to take to get all of these missionaries fully funded. To become a sender today, or if you're already a sender and you want to send out yet another missionary, just text "ready to give" to the number on your screen, or you can mail a check to the address on your screen. And you can give one of these unreached tribes in Africa access to the gospel.